You are pre-approved for around 950,000. Got a kid or one on the way, and everyone keeps telling you buy in a good district. So you open up the map, and now you are starting to at Oakville, Mississauga, and Milton, and every one of them looks right and wrong at the same time. Oakville has the schools, but stretches your budget. Milton gives you a bigger house, but you wonder what you are giving up. Mississauga has everything, but which part? Here's the truth nobody tells first-time home buyer. You are not choosing a city, you're choosing a pocket. And the same 950,000 buys you three completely different lives depending on which pocket you pick. Let me show you all three. I am here. I work with the first-time home buyers and young families across GTA every week. And this exact three-way decisions, Oakville, Mississauga, Milton, comes up in almost every first call. Here's what's actually at stake. Financially, the gap between these cities for comparable family homes is 100,000 to 200,000. That's roughly 500 to 1,000 a month on a mortgage every month for 25 years. Emotionally, I have watched families buy the smart deal and spend 3 years feeling like outsiders. And I have watched families stretch for the dream school district and lie awake over the payment. Neither one has to be you. By the end of this video, you will have a list of actual pockets to shortlist and a straight answer to the biggest debate in family buying: pay for the school district or bank for the difference. Let's start with the same 950,000 in all three cities. In Milton, your 950,000, you are likely getting a full detached home, 3 or 4 bedrooms, a real backyard, maybe even double garage in areas like Ford, Wilmot, or Heathrow Village. Emotionally, this is we made it feeling on day one. You walk in and house doesn't feel like a compromise. In Mississauga, 950,000 puts you in a townhome or older entry-level detached or a semi-detached in family pockets like Churchill Meadows, East Credit, or Lescar. The house is smaller or older than Milton's, but you are buying maturity. Established schools, every amenity is already built. 20 plus years of community infrastructure, and the shortest practical commute of all three. Oakville, biggest and best place so far. That same 950,000 gets you 3-bedroom townhome or entry-level detached if you are patient in a preserve or West Oak Trails. Smallest home of the three for the money. What is your actual buying is the ecosystem. Top ranked schools, master plan parks and trails, and yes, the Oakville postal code. Don't pretend that last part doesn't matter emotionally. It does to you and honestly to your parents' WhatsApp group. Same money, 3 different lives. The biggest house, the most established life, or the strongest school ecosystem. There is no free lunch here, only trade-offs. So let's have the debate properly. Better price or better school district? Let me argue both sides honestly. First, the case for paying the school premium. Let's call it Team Oakville. Several Oakville schools consistently sit near the top of the Ontario rankings. But you are not just buying academics, you are buying peer groups, parent community, program depth, and stability. And here's the resale insurance part. Home in top catchments historically hold values better in down markets and sell faster. The school premium tends to come back to you when you sell. And remember this line: the school district is the one thing about your house that you cannot renovate. Case for taking the better price. That's called a Team Milton. Let's do the honest math. 100,000 to 150,000 premium is roughly 500 to 750 a month. Over 10 years, that's 60,000 to 90,000 in cash flow. What could that money buy instead? Tutoring, music lessons, sports, camps, family travel, contribution. That's a direct invest in your kid, not the cashman. And let's be real, Milton and Mississauga schools are good to strong. The gap between excellent and very good is smaller than the ranking tables make it feel. And parental involvement moves the needle more than school rank in the band. One more thing. A stretched budget is emotional tax. I have seen the dream district house turn into money fights at the kitchen table. Your kids feel a stressed home more than they feel school ranking. So here's my honest verdict. As your agent, after doing this with dozens of families, if the premium keeps you under roughly 32% of your gross income in housing, the school district is usually the worth paying for because you keep that money on exit through resale. But if paying it pushes you past the line, take Milton or the right Mississauga pocket, bank the difference and invest in your kid directly. The ranking table doesn't tuck your kids in at night. Your financial piece does. Now let's talk about daily family life. Because you don't live on a spreadsheet. In Oakville, trails and parks are woven directly into the North Oakville street grid. Your kids bike to the splash pad without crossing the major road. The town's program catalog is deep, but heads up, popular program fill fast. Register before you move. In Milton, the newest facility of three, Milton has been building recreational infrastructure aggressively for its young population. And you've got the escarpment and calso on your doorstep. Hiking, skiing, beach days. Those are very good in Milton. Sheer volume and variety will be in Mississauga. More programs, more lakes, more of everything. Plus, big city assets, Celebration Square, major libraries, Square One. The trade-off here, you drive to the more of it. So ask yourself, which Saturday do you want? A trail out your back gate? That's Oakville. Conservation area day trip? That's Milton. Endless organized option? That's Mississauga. Forget ranking cities. Here are the actual pockets I would shortlist for first-time family buyers around 950,000. My criteria are school access, recreationals, value for money, and how fast you feel at home. At number 5, we have a Lisgar and Churchill Meadows in Mississauga. Best commute to value ratio on this list. Established schools, mature communities, well connected by transit. What you're gonna give up is newness and yard size. At number 4, we have Ford in Milton, the most house for the money. Young families density means instant play dates. What you give up is school prestige, and you accept a growing pains for commute. And at number 3, we have Glenarchy in Oakville, conservation area living inside Oakville at the accessible end of Oakville pricing. What you give up, you are driving to the GO station and the most amenities for now. At number 2, West Oak Trails. This is the value play inside Oakville. Slightly older housing stock means a better price per square feet. You have a mature trees, better schools and programs. Hospitals are nearby as well. For pure heart plus head balance, this is my sleeper pick. And number 1, the Preserve, Oakville. Full ecosystem schools, trails, and parks planned before the house were. The strongest resale story on this list. And fast-growing welcome community, including a large South Asian community. For many of my clients, that's an instant support network. What do you give up? You will pay the most price per square foot here. 950,000, you are in townhouse, not a detached. Now, notice something. Number 1 and number 4 are both correct answers for different families. That's the whole point of this video. Before I give you the decision framework, 3 emotional truths the first-time buyers only discover after they move. First, the commute is a family member. An extra 30 minutes each way is 250 hours a year not spending with your kids. Price that in like it's money, because it is. On the second, best school pressure is real. In high-ranking catchment, the parents' culture can be intense. Some family thrives on it. Some find it exhausting. Know which one you are. Belonging beats square footage. The family's happiest 12 months aren't the one with the biggest house. They are the one who find their people fastest. New master plan communities and established cultural communities both solve this in different ways. So here's your honest guide. Buy in Oakville, the Preserve or West Oak Trails. If schools are your genuine number 1, the premium keeps you under roughly 32% of gross income, and you will trade house size for ecosystem. Buy in a Milton if space and financial breathing room matter most, and put the monthly difference into your kids directly. That's not a setting, that's a strategy. Buy in Mississauga, Churchill Meadows, or Lisgar if commute and established everything win, and you want the middle path on a price. And if you are torn, tour one pocket from each city in the same weekend. Your gut will tell you things a spreadsheet can't. So which pocket would you pick at 950,000? Tell me in the comments. And if you already live in one of these communities, tell everyone what it really like. I read and I reply to every comment. I've also built a free side-by-side comparison of all 5 pockets in this ranking. Prices, schools, commute times, and the real monthly cost difference. Link is in the description. And if you pre-approved and starting at the exact decision right now, whether you are buying in 9 days or 9 months, book a free 15-minute call with me. No pressure, no pitch. We will figure out which pocket fits your family. And I'll tell you honestly if it's not okay. I look forward to helping your family make the right move, not just a move.